What about the list? Antioxidants. You know that they take antioxidants. A lot of them being promoted here. They reduce the aging, so you look younger.
Reduce wrinkles and tighten the skin.
That's right. He saw those. What happens in reality? Causes lung cancer. So now you wonder what lung has to do with those. How do you stop aging? See, how do you stop aging? If you breathe faster, you're aging fast. Right? You see the logic? So we'll reduce your ability to breathe. We'll make it slow. That way, you will live longer. Your skin will look. In Chinese medicine, it's very clearly explained. Lung is connected to the skin. In its Quran, it said, nafs is in your lung. Nafs is the longevity, isn't it? Your nafs is gone, you're dead. So you slow down your nafs. What happens? Lung cancer. Vioxx for arthritis, pain. What happens? Remember I told some of you that if you have pain in the lower part, it relates to kidney. So by having Vioxx, what do they attack? It's the kidney. Making good. COVID vaccine goes to the kidney. Because kidney is immunity. So what happens with kidney? If you puncture kidney, if we attack your kidney, feels good right away. They say, oh, after Vioxx, I don't feel the pain. You don't feel the pain because you shot your kidney. The healing process is tough. That's why you don't feel. So what the kidney has to do with heart? Kidney and heart is in Chinese medicine. Kidney and heart are pair, yin and yang. This is the source, this is the outcome. See damage. Before dying, do you know this? Kidney has to fail first, then heart does. Literally. So by playing with Allah's system, you created cure which is exactly opposite to what he promised. All because that's what Shaitan does to you. Remove the akal. The first one was dalala. A person with akal cannot fall for dalala. So what is this nonsense? 3 on 1 and Trinity. Right away he said, this is nonsense. How can you have Ali and Prophet Muhammad, both of them equal status? How can you have hadith of all the 12 imams as hadith? You have to have one point. Dalala starts like that. Trinity or quantum mechanics, it's the same. You cannot have multiple version of truth. This goes on, and down to earth, right? Desalination, and this is very common. This is a very big problem in the Middle East. They do desalination to purify. You know what they produce? They replace all the essential minerals with toxic artificial chemicals, including in this country. When you have a filter, do you know they sell the filters? Mm-hmm. What is the composition of the filter? Right? It's a miracle filter. It lasts 2 years. Don't study that. So what is it made of? Because you're removing something, you're replacing it with something else, isn't it? Isn't it logical? All artificial, it's mostly resin and all this toxic chemicals. So you're taking out essential minerals along with bacteria or whatever you're trying to take out, replacing with what? The resins. Small particles. You cannot even taste it.
But also, if we have some filters like which only have organic compounds, like for example sand
Yeah.
and something like that, and we pass the water through it, then it's
That's okay. But you can you find one of those? My
No,
daughter designed all of this.
okay. I mean, some people do make their own custom, like instead of the.
See, to begin with, this is the catch. We do not copy them. Begin with, I ask a very simple question. How were your parents doing? They're digging well. Hand drill. You don't need a machine. Right? Number one, digging well. Number two, even oil. You know, in the old days they used to have oil and they will cover it so it doesn't have
Things falling.
birds falling, birds doing their droppings, falling and dropping their droppings. What happened to those? They say, oh, we should boil. Boil for what? Just we trusted Shaitan somewhere. It's boil for what? Why do you need to boil water? For pathogen, isn't it? Not for every bacteria. Can you ever make sure that there is no bacteria in it? Even 100 degrees Celsius. There's bacteria, I know, they live, there's another line of research, 120 degrees Celsius, they're happily waiting there. They're thermophilic bacteria. So that's a lost cause. It's like war on terror. We'll kill all Hamas. You'll never kill them. You'll never kill them. You cannot kill all bacteria. So you should target pathogens. Pathogens are different. Pathogens, do you know this? Pathogens do not live outside happily. They cannot live there. So you don't have to worry about it. Even if I have tuberculosis, I drank this in 2 hours, it will be gone. Because they cannot live outside. They live only inside the body. They need that temperature and the environment. So we have created this monster that we have to kill them. Heat them, add chlorine. Who told you? It's not logical. So if you just stick to that, you say, for watering plants, you know what is the best water? Not groundwater, by the way. Best water is surface water that has all this biological waste in it. So dirty water is actually good for plants. At no time you should be boiling. Get fresh water. At no time you should be using artificial to separate it. For cleaning, harvest rainwater. That's the process. But we do not focus. But here we are identifying every, that list could be everything. Whatever they promised, it turns out exactly opposite to the promise. One is very common, leather technology. Do you know what they use for leather? Chromium. Very toxic. And what is the promise? It will not wrinkle. Yet, for plastic, they put artificial wrinkles. Did you see that?
To make it look
make
like
it
that.
look real. You see, this is what gets me. Why are you doing this? They purify coffee filter. They purify coffee filters. What is the problem with coffee? Why do you have to make it white? Coffee is black. Toilet paper. Why do you have to bleach toilet paper white?
So it looks clean.
Why? You are going to wash your bathroom. Why do you do that? We have soap in this country. First time I saw the dishwashing soap. It says, do not use hand. You have to wear gloves. You see what apple I'm talking about? If you have to wear gloves to wash your dishes, where do you think that poison is going? How will you eat on it? It's not there. It's completely missing. They put plastic and they take those chemicals and wash their, what is that called?
Cup.
Whatever the
Water cup.
no, the
Plastic mat,
plastic mat.
Dastarkhan.
That's the kind. They washed with that, right? Then you're eating bread happily putting on. What do you think? Do you think the bread is getting? So everything is about this. Use your alcohol, and then we'll pick it up next time. But this is the shaitanic exposed in big items. We have freon, we have non-stick chemicals, DDT, Enron, Vioxx. Big ones. Do you know the guy who invented DDT? He got Nobel Prize for medicine. He helped humanity so much. And the DDT a few years later was banned. Just made such a mess. So don't get me fascinated by what Shaitan says, because Shaitan is always lying. So it's a very good smart, very good start to say you're lying. So I'm not going to follow you. I will do everything possible to deconstruct you so others are not fooled. That's all.
Right.